Tensions remain high in Eastern Europe while Russia has said it will not drag negotiations for days on end. Ukraine has said it will continue to pursue NATO membership in spite of Russia's opposition. Take a look.
Eastern Europe continues to simmer. While Russia maintains it is ready to defuse the security situation, the country has amassed a huge force within striking distance of Ukraine. Moscow insists it will not allow endless negotiations on questions that demand immediate solution. The US says Russia could invade Ukraine any day now. Meanwhile, Ukraine President Volodymyr Zelensky affirmed it will continue to pursue NATO membership despite Russia's opposition.
Ukraine's desire to join the European Union to strengthen its border for future alliance and our ambitions. We are very well aware of it. It is the country's wish. Also, there's a war in the east. We understand and we would like NATO membership, which would be a guarantee of our security, our territorial integrity. It is enshrined in the Ukrainian legislation and Ukrainian constitution.
Zelensky also said that neither he nor his family had any plans to leave the country. Till date, Russia has positioned more than 100,000 troops near Ukraine's border, but denies any plans to invade. Western countries have already promised sanctions on an unprecedented scale if Russia does invade. The US has sent more troops to Poland and Romania. So far, there has been no clear indications from the two sides of any possible climb down. Bureau Report, India Today.
Let's now talk about the military might of Ukraine versus that of Russia. Troops in Ukraine is at 11,55,000. Russia has 30,14,000. Fighter aircraft, Ukraine has 67, Russia at 1,531. Attack helicopters, Ukraine has 34, Russia has 538. Tanks, Ukraine has 2,430, Russia at 13,000. Armored vehicles, Ukraine has 11,435, Russia has 27,100. Towed artillery, Ukraine has 2,040, Russia has 4,465. What about the warships there essentially? Ukraine has 13, Russia has 214. Meanwhile, India is closely watching developments between Ukraine and Russia as tensions escalate. India has asked its citizens to leave Ukraine. Indian mission in Ukraine has asked Indian students, especially those who stay, is not essential to return to India. Embassy of India has been contacting Indian citizens based in Ukraine and collecting information on those who may require evacuation in case of a conflict flares up between Russia and Ukraine. Ukraine, with its high-quality medical colleges, has been a destination of choice for medical aspirants from India, and the country has more than 10,000 Indian students at present. In addition, there are also Indian professionals working in the country. Well, as tensions at the Russia-Ukraine border escalates, let us decode the implications it's going to have for India. Firstly, there are over 20,000 Indians in Ukraine, and in case of a war, India will have to carry out massive evacuation efforts. The war situation will also lead to a major oil crisis and price hike, which are already at a 7-year high. Oil prices hike will also hinder the recovery of the Indian economy from the pandemic. The war may also lead to the closeness of Russia with China. In such a situation, India may also get caught up in the diplomatic tussle between Russia and Ukraine. United States is relocating its Ukraine embassy operations from the capital Kyiv to the western city of Lviv. Now, Secretary of State Antony Blinken said on Monday, citing a dramatic acceleration in the build-up of Russian forces. Here's a news report.
The United States is relocating its Ukraine embassy operations from the capital Kyiv to the western city of Lviv, Secretary of State Antony Blinken said on Monday, citing a dramatic acceleration in the buildup of Russian forces. The move comes as U.S. officials warn that Moscow was continuing to amass more than 100,000 troops near Russia's border with Ukraine and in neighboring Belarus, and could launch an attack at any time. State Department spokesperson Ned Price said the move is based on Russia's threatening military posture.
We are basing our assessment on what we are seeing on the ground with our own eyes, which is a continued and unprovoked Russian buildup on the border with Ukraine and no accompanying evidence of de-escalation.
Most embassy staff have already been ordered to depart Ukraine, and U.S. citizens have been advised to leave the country by commercial means. Pentagon spokesperson John Kirby on Monday warned that if Russia were to attack Ukraine, there would be casualties on both sides.
Should they conduct another major military action, real lives will be at risk. Ukrainian lives, to be sure, but also Russian lives. This will not be bloodless.
Moscow denies Western accusations that it is planning an invasion. Russia suggested on Monday that it was ready to keep talking to the West to try to defuse the security crisis. Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov said diplomatic possibilities are far from exhausted.
Here's a look at the Russian troops build up on Ukraine border, and we'll of course continue to keep a close eye on that story.